In this video we will learn about safeguarding adult reviews, also known as SARs. We will look at the legislation and the process. SARs derive from the legislation of the CARE Act 2014, Section 44. Section 44 has defined criteria which requires local safeguarding adult boards, also known as SABs, to arrange a SAR. For a SAR to be considered, criteria states the following paragraphs have to be met. A case involves an adult with care and support needs, and that would be whether the local authority was meeting those needs or not. There has to be a reasonable cause for concern about how the SAB and its member organizations work together to safeguard the adult. Then we have two final criteria of which one must be met. The first is that the person died, inclusive of death by suicide, and the safeguarding adult board knows, or suspects, this was as a result of abuse or neglect. Or the second is the person is still alive, but the SAB knows or suspects the adult has experienced serious abuse or neglect, sustained a life-threatening injury, has suffered serious sexual abuse, or permanent impairment to health or development. This may be where the individual would have been likely to have died, but for an intervention, or has suffered permanent harm, or has reduced capacity or quality of life, whether because of physical or psychological effects, as a result of the abuse or neglect. If criteria has been met, the SAB must conduct a safeguarding adult review. In summary, the CARE Act 2014 states that SABs must arrange a SAR when an adult in its area dies, or is seriously harmed, as a result of known or suspected abuse or neglect, and there is concern that partner agencies could have worked together more effectively to protect the adult. The Rochdale Borough Adult Safeguarding Board has the statutory responsibility for determining whether a SAR is required, making arrangements for it to be carried out, and ensuring that learning is shared and corrective actions completed. In Rochdale, this function is discharged through the Safeguarding Adult Board. The purpose of a SAR is to work with agencies or individuals who were involved with a case, what might have been done differently, and learn what could have prevented harm or death. The learning is then shared to strengthen safeguarding processes which prevent harm happening again in similar cases. It is not the purpose of a SAR to hold any individual or organization to account or apportion blame. It is about learning. To summarize, a SAR is to promote effective learning and improvement actions to prevent future deaths or serious harm occurring again. The lessons learnt should also be applied to ensure continuous improvement of practice. This section of the video concentrates on the process of a SAR. If you feel SAR criteria is met, whereby abuse or neglect is suspected, you can make a referral to the Safeguarding Adult Board. The SAB will contact safeguarding partners, who will be required to identify information held on their records and produce a chronology-based return. The return will contain all the relevant information the safeguarding partners hold on the person. The return is then provided back to Rochdale SAB. Once all agency returns are collected, a screening meeting is organized to allow multi-agency partners an opportunity to review and discuss their involvement with adult, and if they feel safeguarding adult review criteria has been met. Partners are provided with the opportunity if they feel the criteria is met for a SAR. The independent chair of Rochdale Borough Adult Safeguarding Board will make the final decision if to progress to a SAR. Where the decision that criteria has been met, the SAB will commission a full SAR review, inclusive of an independent author. The SAR process is multi-agency, and partners will be involved through the process inclusive of panel meetings, practitioner events, and the development of learning. All practice methodology is conducted using agreed safeguarding adult board policies and procedures. Reviews normally involve the adult's family, and are usually published to ensure the learning is far-reaching. The type of people interested in the report are shown on screen to highlight how far-reaching SAR learning is. There is regional and national interest as learning influences future policy. This also highlights why SARs are such an important safeguarding tool, to ensure learning is gained and applied to avoid similar cases occurring in the future. For more information on SAR learning, including published reviews, please visit the Rochdale Safeguarding website at www.rochdalesafeguarding.com.